Is Cardi B expecting another baby? Or is the internet just doing what it always does, jumping to conclusions? After she hit the stage at the Latin Festival in New York City, fans swore they saw more than just high-energy dance moves. Many are now convinced they spotted what looked like a baby bump under her outfit. And just like that, the rumors started flying. But this time, the speculation is more intense than usual because Cardi is being linked to NFL star Stefon Diggs. Yes, that Stefon Diggs, the one with a messy dating history and a reputation that's already raising eyebrows. People are now wondering if Cardi has really moved on from Offset or if this is all just talk. Some are even comparing Stefon to Offset, saying she might be falling into the same pattern all over again. And if a pregnancy is actually in the picture, it comes at a tough time. Cardi's label has been pushing her to finish her long-delayed album, and there's a tour being planned that her team is counting on. A baby right now could throw all those plans into chaos. But that's not the only storm Cardi's dealing with. Her newest single stirred up drama too. Another female rapper came forward, claiming Cardi stole her creative ideas. Now, Cardi is not only facing baby rumors and relationship gossip, but also being dragged into a plagiarism scandal. It's one thing after another. From private romances to public drama, Cardi B's world is spinning fast. And while she's always been quick with a comeback, fans are starting to ask, has she lost control of her own story? Or is this just another chapter in the wild life of hip-hop's most unpredictable star?
Okay, so I know I posted that story, and a lot of people was commenting. So yes, I want to be very, very clear with Cardi. I heard the song with the song, but as I was listening to it, I was just like, it sounded very familiar. And like I said, the song that I made this song 3-4 years ago. My manager at the time wanted me to make more music for females, not be so ratchet, not be so aggressive. They wanted me to make more twerk music, which wasn't really my vibe for real. But I went ahead and made it. I pushed the song down in like 20 minutes. Here y'all go, boom. Threw it on YouTube. I didn't even release it. I just threw it on YouTube. But that's neither here nor there, because regardless of the quality of the music or whatever, I had the plan. I just didn't have the platform, clearly. The idea was there, and I really do feel like you just took it and perfected it. You're not going to be able to tell me that no, and even if it wasn't the artists themselves, even if it wasn't Cardi herself, somebody on that team heard the song. Yes, it is a common saying, but the coincidence for you to say outside and the beat sound the same, to me, that's too close. Somebody heard it and was like, I could see where they was trying to go with this. Let's take it here. I hear it, and I know I ain't tripping. I know I'm not tripping.
It all started with a short clip from Cardi B's live show at the Latin Festival in New York City. She was doing what she always does, owning the stage, hyping up the crowd, and performing with confidence. But this time, it wasn't her lyrics or her energy that had people talking. Fans noticed something else, a small bump on her stomach that seemed to peek through her outfit. The internet did what it always does. Screenshots flooded Twitter. People zoomed in, slowed the footage down, and started analyzing every frame. Within hours, Cardi pregnant was trending all over social media. And unlike regular celebrity rumors, this one had video evidence that people kept pointing to. The moment felt too real to brush off. What made it even more intense was Cardi's silence. She didn't comment, deny it, or post any response, and when it comes to someone as outspoken as Cardi, that silence meant something, especially since rumors had already been floating around before this performance. There had already been whispers about her love life and, more specifically, a new relationship with NFL star Stefon Diggs. Long before fans spotted the possible baby bump, one influencer had already dropped a bomb online. Goat Alexis, a well-known social media voice, claimed she had inside info that Cardi B and Stefon Diggs were not only dating but expecting a baby together. Her exact words, "She's pregnant." If it were just about a baby, fans might have been happy for her. But what really set the internet on fire was the man involved, Stefon Diggs. People barely had time to catch their breath before they started putting the pieces together. Cardi had been seen hanging out with him not long after her quiet breakup with Offset. They weren't posting each other online or doing public dates, but their low-key moves didn't go unnoticed. If what Alexis said was true, that bump at Ladyland wasn't a wardrobe issue, it was confirmation. And not just that, it made fans start wondering, is Cardi repeating the same mistake all over again? Because let's be honest, Stefon Diggs isn't exactly known for being a one-woman man. Rumors say he recently had a baby with model Giselle, and he didn't post about it or make any announcements. It was kept quiet, just like most of his relationships. For people who followed Cardi's rocky history with Offset, the whole thing felt way too familiar. Offset had his own long list of cheating scandals and drama during their marriage. And even though Cardi fought hard to stay and make it work, they eventually split again. Now, with Diggs in the picture, a man with a similar rep, people are asking if she's walking straight into the same storm all over again. It's not just about dating another player. Fans see Cardi as someone who's worked hard to rise above the chaos. She's been through public heartbreak, messy relationships, and shady drama. So when they see her possibly getting involved with someone like Diggs and maybe even having his baby, it's disappointing. They want to see her win, but this situation doesn't look like a win. And this isn't just a relationship problem. If Cardi is really pregnant, the timing could mess up everything she's been building for her career. Cardi's been teasing her second album for years. Her debut, Invasion of Privacy, was a massive hit. But ever since then, fans have been waiting on her next big move. That second album was supposed to remind the world who she is: a chart topper, a trendsetter, and a star. Rumors said it might be called Am I the Drama? And that title felt perfect for her return. But now, things could be falling apart before the album even drops. Behind the scenes, her label Atlantic Records has reportedly invested a lot of money into this project. Studio time, big collaborations, marketing campaigns, everything was riding on this being a huge comeback. And most importantly, they expected a worldwide tour. That's where the real money comes from. But a pregnancy could change all that. If she can't tour because she's expecting, the entire plan falls apart. Cancelled shows, missed promo, and rescheduling everything. The label would lose money, and fans would be disappointed once again. Some fans think she could still release the album, have the baby, and then tour later. But others say the label's patience is running thin. It's been years since her debut. She's dropped singles here and there, but most didn't stick. This was supposed to be the big moment, and now it might be delayed again. Just as the internet was buzzing with those rumors, a new scandal came out, this time about her music, not her personal life. Rising rapper Raisa Rain came forward and said Cardi's new single Outside sounded suspiciously like a track she released years ago, also called Outside. She said it wasn't just the title, the beat, the mood, the whole vibe felt copied. And when fans compared the two songs, they kind of agreed. The songs weren't exactly the same, but they had enough similarities to raise eyebrows. People started wondering if Cardi or someone on her team had borrowed a little too much inspiration. Now, to be fair, Cardi has faced this kind of criticism before. A lot of people already know she doesn't write or produce her own songs. She has a whole team: writers, producers, and label execs who help craft her music. So if something was copied, it might not be her fault directly. Still, her name is the one on the record, and if she's trying to make a comeback, having people say her lead single sounds like a knockoff isn't the best look. This problem isn't just about Cardi. It's part of a bigger issue in music right now. Smaller artists are calling out big names more and more, saying their work is being copied or inspired a little too closely. A similar thing just happened to Doeki and Tyler, the Creator. At the Louis Vuitton fashion show, they dropped a new track called Get Right. People loved it until an underground artist named Mia pointed out how much it sounded like her song Boys. The vibe, the tempo, even the energy felt similar. And once again, fans were divided. Was it inspiration or straight up copying? As if all that wasn't enough, Cardi then found herself defending something even more personal: a photo of her daughter Culture. Critics had a lot to say about what the little girl was wearing in a swimsuit at the pool, and Cardi wasn't having it. She clapped back hard, saying Culture is just a child, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with her wearing a one-piece at the pool. Honestly, she had a point. People were reading too much into something totally normal. But Cardi didn't stop there. She also addressed rumors about Offset, her ex, and Scott Marley, her rumored new man. For those who don't know, Scott used to date the ex-girlfriend of Stefon Diggs, which only added more confusion and connection to the whole mess. Photos of Cardi and Scott hanging out started more gossip, and fans wanted to know if this was another rebound or something deeper. Cardi finally responded, but as always, left just enough unsaid to keep people guessing. So now Cardi is caught in a storm from every direction: pregnancy rumors, relationship drama, career pressure, music accusations, and even parenting criticism. It's a lot, and the truth is, no one knows for sure what's really going on except her. But one thing's clear: every move Cardi makes gets watched, judged, and picked apart. Whether she's on stage, in the studio, or just living her life, the spotlight follows her and it never turns off. So what do you think? Is Cardi really pregnant again? Is she making the same mistakes in love? Or is everyone just reading too much into it? And will she be able to bounce back stronger, or will this wave of drama drag her down before the album even drops? Let us know what you think in the comments. Hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. We're keeping an eye on it all, and we'll be right here to break it down for you when the next chapter unfolds.